Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Gopherwatch League. Some exciting Week 2 action coming at you here between the Jericho Jackalopes and the Stockholm Syndromes. I'll be your playbackcaster Booney, and joining alongside my day is my ever-so-loving duo, Corey. And, Corey, we saw the Jackalopes take a pretty tough-fought Map 5 victory against the Singapore Seekers last week, with Mikey, quote-unquote, not even trying, and the Syndromes falling 3-1 to the Pelicans. Should be a good game between these two, especially if the Syndromes can play up to their roster standards, I suppose.
I think this will be a game of who can play the dishonest hero the best. Might see some Torb or Bastion from the Syndromes, might see some Sombra from the Jackalopes, and we'll see which of those characters comes out on top.
What I want to keep my eye on is if Transfect can keep up this DPS performance that they had last week. Pretty dominant on the Soldiers 76, especially on Ilios, well to take it home for the team. But going up against a very solid hit scan player in Brutals on the other side for the Syndrome, so I'm looking at that tank line as well. It could be a very strong advantage for the Jericho Jackalopes with Rusty Goomba, MVP candidate, MVP runner-up, by the way, and Season 3 champion for the Gaming Golems. All right, so we're having some ringer issues. Let's see here. Sure, Tom. We do have a yeah, Simeon would be coming in here for a support role that I believe he is not low enough to play in the current situation. So they're, I think, getting another person in here. I'm not exactly sure. And I can't read the chat because they're playing stupid tic-tac-toe inside the match chat, so I can't read anything that's actually important. Because there's, I mean, Rusty's losing bad. That's all I know. Oh no, it appears Rusty won. Yeah, he won. Okay, cool. Wait, hold on. I think Zeus has returned to the team. I think we're good. We need to give him a couple minutes to go back on here. But okay, we'll try to stall here, Corey. This is what we're good at. This is what this duo is good for. So the Jackalopes, you said the dishonest hero. Now you're kind of a GM level player, Corey. How do you feel about the Sombra / Torb matchup? Who do you favor in that? And why? Make sure to explain your answer within at least 3 paragraphs and give a very solid conclusion.
I favored the Sombra because the team around the Sombra is better than the team around the Torb. But it depends on the map, but Sombra is better on more maps than Torb, in my opinion. And also has a much more impactful ultimate. And if the Syndromes are not playing a mirror comp to the Jackalopes, then I believe the Sombra will be superior.
Wow. That was a very well thought out answer there, Corey. I think you got like a 40% because I'm pretty sure you copied some of that off of the internet. We have a 47% match. Whatever. Okay, both these are. We're going in. We can stop stalling and actually get to the real game. Starting off here on Oasis, of course. Going for that Reinhardt supremacy, but not really anything else. So can you pull up the Winston, especially here on City Center, where we're going to be starting off on Oasis?
You can, but I do not believe Yeatmeister plays more heroes than Reinhardt.
I think I've seen Yeatmeister play Ball in Pugs once, and my god, my eyes emoji. That guy was setting the gold. Oh no, he's going Winston. I was about to say he was setting the spawn room 80% speed run on the Wrecking Ball and Pugs. We'll have to see how the Winston shows up here. Of course, it's a lot easier to play the Winston when you have Rusty Goomba as your off tank. The most annoying diva in the league for sure. Ask BBQ, he's still molding with the grand finals.
I'm guessing Rusty Goomba is in Yeatmeister's ears saying, "I'm gonna go diva like I always do. Haha, go monkey. We gotta win."
Yeah, actually tryharding because he wants a non-Mickey Mouse ring like Season 3. Unfortunate for Rusty Goomba moving out here on the brawl. Probably expecting a bit of a brawl. So both teams kind of switching up what I thought they'd actually play. Tracer looking for that hack in the background as they are all set up on that Mega Pack, but the Torb turret is just there. Alerts them of the presence and basically stops that half from coming through, so it's a good start there as Tracy goes down as well for Rudolph's finding that kill on the Tracer, so it's a really great start, especially this far down in the sky. Transpect kind of the only thing that Norlogic has to look at here. Jumping in very aggressively is Yeetmeister, but the anti-nade is going to be on the main tank, but Yeetmeister gets blown up, gets yeeted back to spawn, you could say. And now this is City Center, of course, so you can stall his point for 75 billion years, but with Resident Evil going out of the mech, it looks to be a quick flip over here for Stockholm. Center's playing a, I say, less than optimal composition for this point.
I think that was an accidental kill onto the Tracer there, but huge pick nonetheless.
They will lose out on Nort's mech there, but they do get the kill onto Sly, so that Ana's not quite in the fight just as of yet. Transplant close to that barrage. Doing it ever so slowly, but Nort looking to eat that up, gobble it up like it's some Thanksgiving dinner a little bit early here. Tracy Sun on that Mega Pack, looking at those streets. Not to get hit by a car, hopefully. But, oh, a nice opening pick on a real dog, so no real disengage here for the Brawl composition. Stick up on the high ground right now. Rusty jumps up onto the point, and they just get away for free right now. They lose that Lucio and decide not to engage on that. Kind of an odd choice because how much you can stall this point out. But I guess you drop right down there and see why they don't do that. They get instantly hacked up by Tracy. But however, Sly's going to come by themselves right now. Sly is just in the back line, trying to 1v1 a Torbjorn turret. Here comes that Molten Core as well as the barrage. We'll find Sly. Sly low opposition, the Coalescence as well. We'll find Yeetmeister, so without that tank presence, they do get the Resurrect on the Sly, but that's not going to be nearly enough here. As Rusty will lose that mech, a nice anti from Sly as he goes back from the grave, gets another sleep then, but Fedora is there with that overload, and he's pumping out the damage in the back, and Sly going down. And I mean, you do get basically a free 30% though if you are the if you're the Jericho Jackalopes there, so not the terrible fight.
My analysis there is that Mercy gets more value on the Pharah than on the Ana, but you know, happens.
But that just leaves it there. No thoughts.
I don't need to elaborate.
I refuse to elaborate. The Sigma Color Caster grind set. And a huge stick from Faroodles finds that pharmacy combo, not what you see every single day in the kill feed. Tracy will go down, or will find that main tank, but Faroodles just being an absolute nuisance in the back line right now. Norlogic is there to follow up as well. Sly is there. They get a sleep off onto perhaps Faroodles. They could look to punish, but not really able to do anything. Tracy has the EMP trying to step on the streets right now, but Fedora just tracking him down, trying to get that kill. They lose out on the turret. They do have the EMP bomb combo.
Oh, hack on the Tracer.
Yeah, it's a very nice hack. Catch Bruise up, but Norlogic is there with a peel. Well played right there, and here comes the... okay, so they use... That's a lot else coming out right now. The bomb in the backline will find Sly, but the huge pick advantage here in favor of the Jericho Jackalopes as they put the nano on a Yeetmeister, and they just swing right through the enemy composition, just cleave right through him. I mean,
no.
Coming through, they do get the res on a Sly, but they find Brookstein, but I don't think it's going to be nearly enough as Norlogic loses the mech there as well. They didn't even force out the EMP there, and that's just an odd fight, you could say. I don't know what actually is happening because I'm too busy watching the Sombra on the side.
It appears they peeled to save the Tracer, distracted, or left the Reinhardt alone on the side of the Syndromes, and I'm not sure what happened to the Shatter, but the Reinhardt fell very fast.
They do have another Pulse Bomb here, and a Lucio beat, a Coalescence. They have a lot coming out here, so potentially a very winnable fight from them coming up here if they can avoid this EMP well enough to not get hacked out of a beat. I mean, there's play so far away. It's a 3-man EMP, but Real Dog comes in with that beat, and they find Tracy as well. The barrage finds nothing to stick onto the Mercy as well. A huge play, and here comes the Coalescence killing up this fight. And it appears that the Jericho Jackalope just got out-brawled by the Stockholm Syndrome. Not something I thought I'd say. You know, I mean, you said the Sombra EMP was a lot more impactful ultimate than the Molten Core, but you only get off once and you don't even catch the Lucio with beat, which is what you need. It's not looking the best here as Rusty tries to call down the mech, but only gets sent back to spawn, gets Goomba stomped by a Real Dog, Riddle Pog, Riddle Frog in this case. Trying to start very low back on the legs, trying to get anything done. The ball is slated from Yeetmeister, but oh my god, my eyes! Send this man to spawn, there he goes! And I think despite that free 30% or so the Syndromes gave up, that was a pretty dominant first showing on this point.
Yeah, so the Sombra is better in a vacuum, assuming you hack, you know, the other team's Reinhardt if you're matching Brawl and you EMP more than once around, but it's not the case. I think Fedora loaded like 4 times that round, 3 or 4 times, which, you know, no matter how much worse your ultimate is, if you do it 4 times as often as the other one, it's going to be more impactful and more value. So I'd like to see more coordinated team play from the Jackalopes. They're kind of
run around with their heads cut off.
right.
And I do not feel, I feel bad for Rusty here as Fedora swapped over to the Junkrats. There's no way to stop this spam coming through from the Junk Specialist. Not a one trick, but Transflect with the Icicle shot on Ferutals. Takes them out right away, but Brookstein going down. No disengage here, and the tanks are in the back line, but Nagina getting pelted down with damage. You were telling people
just swinging.
Absolute Chad. 80% of the shatter here built up already. And I mean, despite not being able to eat the junk spam, they lose their Lucia, but they wins the fight with Zarya damage, but they find Tracy, so they get the 6v5 here coming as soon as Fruit's already returned. They're already coming in here. I will not let you talk, Corey. This fight's already engaging. They find Transfix as well. Both TPS fall. Not the start they're looking for. The shadow from Yeetmeister goes down, only finds Nort, and whoa, is it going? Up and over the old enemy team. No shoot for Yeetmeister. Feruz gets hacked, but not nearly good enough here. Tracy tries to get out with their lives, and they will. Rusty as well with energy perhaps will look to escape. And they can't get a chase with Slide through the heels, but kind of a devastating fight there. No ults on their side to take that point back from you.
I'm a little disappointed in Tracy right now. They are hacking the Tracer, which can be good, but then they run away after about a second. So if you're not going to commit to the hack, you got to go for someone more valuable like a Reinhardt.
This is flank grab coming from Rusty Goomba, finds nothing. Oh, the tire from Fedora Master! Gets 3, and the grab finds 0 value from Rusty. Hopefully that's a swap grab right there, as you invest both the window and grab and get no kills for it.
He realizes that he's not in his one trick and he can't win.
He realizes that his, oh no, his Mickey Mouse ring is glowing, his mood ring's changing, he's swapping to Diva. And just look at the ults here. They have EMP, but if Roadlock can hide yet again and hit nice beat, they can. North Ledger with the bomb as well. So many ults building up here for the Stockholm Syndromes. And we're going to basically last fight territory almost if they can't get us off. I mean, Transflect just barely getting that blitz off just finally right now. The DPS ult coming up. And here comes the Pulse. Finds nothing. The EMP as well will find 2. The bomb gets chucked up. Nagina will fall. The Immortality Field is well placed to keep Sly alive in that bomb, but it's not over just yet. They lose Nagina, but both supports are down for Jericho.
Shatter.
No.
I thought it was 99. I don't know what I'm doing.
Go! I mean, Real Dog just runs in and kills Yeetmeister, and oh, they find Rusty. It's not over just yet as the Reinhardt and the Mortar return. Oh! that Maywall has 50 more damage than it had when it went up. That's huge. From Nagina, it goes down faster, and the charge in the back line. The Chad energy exuding from this man right now as Nagina is pelting in the damage. Yeetmeister's back with a shatter though. Look and drop it down. Oh, it's a big one. It's a 3-man, but the tire is there, but nobody dies to it. They beat. Rookstein drops it down. Rusty Goomba has the bomb, but will they decide to use it? No, Rusty Goomba's going to lose the mech. Doesn't hit the bomb yet. So they lose that out. Nagina finds Rookstein. The wall gets dropped down by Zeus, but Sly goes down to Feruz about to get the stick. Oh my goodness gracious, Feruz is popping off! Fedora Master is there as well, so it's DPS versus 1 Diva with no mech. And there you go, it's just Transfect with a Bionic Field on the point. We'll find Feruz, but the Mortar has returned. The Fedora Master is just chucking out the damage. Brookstein's on the point by himself. Look at this frog go! Oh! Back to spawn! And there we have Transfect still off to the side. Yeetmeister return though. Perhaps has a shadow. Here goes the EMP. It's a big one. 5 people down. The buff rusting over the combos here. They find potatoes. And it's still going, but there's no real point capture coming in favor of Jericho Jabsters right now. Transfect is still alive. Kill the soldier. He uses his legs cooldown to run out of the damage. And okay, after all that is said and done, the Jericho Jackalopes
facing a problem, just run away.
The Jericho Jackalopes have claimed the point back in their favor, but is 99%.
Rusty Goomba decides to hold the Diva Bomb for the massive 1 kill with 2 ultimates. Not something you want to see, but I guess it depends on whether they win the map or not.
Traincy forced to retreat here. Yeetmeister has that shatter, but no EMP yet from Traincy. And Fedora Master has yet another tire here. Could be the fight turn they're looking for. Yeetmeister drops the hammer down, though! Not much you can do in that situation except say MTD go next! as a big shadow from Yeetmeister claims it in their favor, and that's one fight, one ult, one win, baby, and now one fight left to go.
I'm gonna have to say something real quick.
Yeah?
As much as I'm a Baptiste enjoyer, I do not think this is the particular map to be constantly in the air against their comp, especially.
Sly is testing out the new mechanics, the Flappy Bird
It's
gameplay.
constant.
I'm just looking at him now. He's there. He goes. He's still going.
It literally on cooldown.
The bunk. Oh, it's like. And
See,
the tire as well.
He would have missed the shatter.
The EMP comes down. We'll only find Real Dog and Nagina. So it's just Rusty Gooba trying to put in a little bit of damage. Transflict can't use the visor in time. The bomb from Rusty Gooba just goes straight down the pit. We'll get that remake off. The hack not able to go through on a Real Dog. It's 9999 right now, but Train C forced to retreat, and here comes the desperation swap from Sly over on the Moira, forced to face a little bit early here. Nort Logic hunting him down, and here comes the beat from Real Dog. So the aggressive charge from nowhere from Nagina, not even using his shield for the visor. What a Chad, just swinging and dodging the shatter from Yeetmeister, and this is not over yet. With Brookstein dropping down that beat, this could be very turnable. Yeetmeister going down, so it's a big body gone on the point, and Rusty Gooba loses that. Mechas Virgils have to turn back on the Reaper, and here we go. Brookstein trying to just melee fuel the death, but Tracy turned on the Sombra finds nothing, but it Translocate out, and there you have it. A 2-0 in favor of the Stockholm Syndromes, and for Oasis, those are like the 2 points that the Brawl should have probably favored the Jericho Jackalopes, but a pretty good play coming out here from the Syndrome so far.
I'm kind of disappointed right now. The Jackalopes are looking very weak.
Ori, I know he's our roommate, but you gotta take the Rusty Goomba fan hat off for a second here. The Season 3 MVP runner-up, the Season 3 champion, Season 3 first team All-Pro selection. You gotta take off the hat and look at this. You know,
I'm not impressed with anyone except for Transflect on the Jackalopes right now, if I'm being honest.
You're gonna say that for anybody in this lobby right now. They all suck. But, alright, yes.
Not entirely far off, but...
I'm impressed by Sly's ability to not go into, well, whatever, I was going for it. Control lock, but shift lock.
Don't touch the ground challenge.
The floor is lava challenge, but on Baptiste. But we will have to see where we go next. Is the Syndromes pick? So I'm guessing King's Row, if I'm a betting man. But I've been wrong before, as in me saying the Jackalopes were the better team. It is hybrid, yes. I
would say Ike.
Oh, that would be a good shout.
They do a Fedora, so I'm not sure. Like, Eichenwald is the best map for their comp, the Jackalopes comp, but Fedora does play characters that are very good on that map as well, so it's kind of a mystery. I mean, you could go with Classic Kings or you could go Ike for team advantage.
I mean, you could go Ike, or... I mean, really, you can go either map here because, again, like you said, Transflect has impressed me. I mean, despite being down a little bit here in the maps, Transflect was doing some work on that Pharah. Had a decent May, not exactly inspirational, but did the work. That's really all I need, and now we're going to King's Row, so I guess we're going to see it again, if I take a guess, but... I mean, we said that Fedora was kind of a bit of a disadvantage with that hero pool limitation, but... popped off on City Center with all the molten cores he threw out there, as well as the Junkrat play on City Center. Guys, like, almost single-handedly, it seems, shutting down Traincy, just waiting for them to decloak and then just chucking out the spam damage their way, forcing them to translocate out. Yeah, that's a pretty good game plan, I guess, if only your silly hero DPS player can shut down the enemy Sombra like that.
Yeah. Well, I would say, personally, I do favor the Torb in terms of, like, just a neutral matchup with everyone else mirroring each other, but theoretically the Sombra will beat out the Torb. However, there seems to be a bit of a skill gap with the Torbjorn player having a lot more hours on Torbjorn here.
Corey's called a skill gap after map 1.
I am. I mean, mostly on the I'm disappointed in the Jackalopes tanks. I'm gonna call them out. I'm gonna say Rusty Goomba is underperforming greatly.
Well, I mean, Rusty Goomba was like Yeah, I'm gonna play Zarya here, and just got absolutely shredded. A flank grab with no immortality field or beat, it gets 0 kills. Pretty poggers. Inspirational, actually. And he's locking it again!
Oh my god.
Not to be outdone. And Trainsu's on the Mei. Have we seen...
Not too sure about the Mercy. I mean, I'm a fan, but
Pocket Rusty? Question mark?
they don't really have...
Okay, just swapping to Lucio now. Yeah, it's
Okay, not that Transflect is bad. I think Transflect is good. However, I think it's not a large enough...
Pocket the Cassie challenge.
It's not a large enough
Impossible.
thing to make up for the Lucio. The lack of the Lucio.
Here come the swaps here to the Shack combo, I'll call him, with the Icy Hot, with the Mei and the Torb. Looking to chuck it out here. Can the big, strong, dominating force of the Icy Hot that is the Shack combo break this A defense as Transflex hold down a hotel by himself? Coldwell refusing to check out early as Rostigo finds Gruel, sends them back to spawn pretty early here. As, oh my, the charge from Yeetmeister into the wall, well placed there by Traincy. And, hey, big pog, Traincy has 1 wall and 1 for 1 so far, so we can only say they're the greatest Mei in the league so far. Don't know about you.
I would say that's probably accurate.
No thoughts, head empty? I like it.
I'm not sure if the greatest Mei in the league is something desired, but...
Well, it's either that or greatest Sombra in the league.
My.
And oh my, Transflect is just pelting in the damage from the side in the hotel. Holding it down, the Mei wall comes in, locks off Yeetmeister, but able to go around the left side. It's good the rest of the team, and now it's looking pretty rough here as the Stockholm Syndromes have like basically yet to leave this choke.
I'm not sure how the Lucio outbuilt the Cassidy here, but it happened on the side of the Jackalopes. And perfect timing because they do have grab on Syndromes here, so...
Yeah, I mean, Riddle Dog with only 60% to their beat, while Brook Team already has theirs, so pretty good play there from them. And then they start to move out here. Here comes a Coalescence early, the window as well as there, and there's nothing to stop that! The beat might not have been very necessary there as you're up 2 with the Immortality Field, but hey, why not? Drop it in for a bit of a flex, but Yeetmeister getting that 2-person Flame Strike kill through the window. You know, I would say well placed by Sly, but he was literally locked into a grab, so he couldn't put it anywhere else, so... Huge
Honestly,
plays
I wouldn't be
from the
surprised
style.
if Brookstein laps Riddle Dog here, the way they've been building. Pretty clean.
But we do have... Oh! Transflect getting a little bit of karma sent their way, but Yeetmeister still has it shattered. Here comes a flank Blizzard! What's going on? Neither... I don't know how Nagina refused to fall there. Just a stalwart... I didn't see the bubble or anything, but just blocked the shatter with his feet, I guess, with his shoes. He's got cleats on
to
today.
yourself, I'm not going to get shattered, then I don't think it's possible to get
Sigma
shattered.
grind set, just refusing to go down.
Exactly.
Only one who can move me is me. And puts the cleats on for this one. And they're holding a little bit aggressively here. A lot of ults invested on both sides, but we finally have the Jackalopes falling on A. But they can take early chokehold if they decide to do so. The wall comes out from Roodles and blocks all 6 of them on one side. Very impressive. Here go. Oh no, the Cassidy challenge. It failed. As Nagina is just chatting on the front line right now, just swinging in with no regard for their own lives. And will be punished for as Immortality Field is also used from Potatoes. Will they just get out here? Doesn't look like they will. Potatoes holding on that window. They do have to beat though from Real Dog to push in. Transfer swamps over on the legs as well off the Cassidy, so you know,
Going back to the comfort pick.
Going back to that cover pick there, like you said, and you know, the Cassidy was struggling a little bit, especially here. Not many, as many flanks you can take here, as the legs can just kind of control the high ground, but instead he's running right into his team and holding with his Reinhardt as you would.
The extra healing with the field.
Yeah, the field is actually big pog. Rusty Goomba is holding on to this Graviton Surge though. He's staying there, he's looking his chop, he's waiting for it, and there it goes down. It's a huge one, but Yeetmeister hits the cart with his charge.
Oh
but
my.
Behind Nagina hits a 5-man shatter, but still no kills coming out of it. Nagina finally fall.
Yeetmeister did cancel the beat from Riddle Dog though. The shatter.
Oh, I didn't notice that. And now Tracy has a unmitigatable Blizzard with no beat. Could be a pretty strong hold coming out for him here.
do have both DPS ults though for the syndromes here.
Shot
Really
combo.
deadly.
The Jackalopes pizza with the molten core and blizzard coming in here. What is happening?
No, don't charge in there, you Meister. No.
The Yeetmeister charges into the molten core to reset faster. Very smart move, very intelligent play from Yeetmeister. His team's head does not follow up with his 5-head IQ play. And Rusty Gooba's holding down the bookshelf by himself. Uses bubble to stack. Alright.
I got it.
That better be a swap, I swear to God, man. You better go to D.Va right now. Yep, there you go, buddy. Hey, Corey, let's collaborate loudly so Rustic can hear us in his room. There we go. He probably heard that. But, and now Nortlogic has the grab here that could turn Brooklyn with that beat, looking to counter that out, but Windows will have the window here, so a grab window flame strike could be possibly pretty massive here. Almost as big as Yeetmeister's muscles as he tries to assert the MTD with blocking Nagita's next shatter, which I thought he had, but 30% away.
Yeah, Rusty Goomba and D.Va, how is the fire strike gonna go through the window?
I don't know, but they pop visor, but there comes the grab, there goes the window, but Transfer finds Real Dog early here, and Nagina tactically pushing past his window for the flame strike, but goes down. Brushing, both boots are trade out right now. And Nagina has that shatter. Nagina looking to slam it down, looking to put all these men on their backs. Look, oh no, buys a shield! And
Sly is sorry it's shooting you. You're just like, wow.
Yeah, Sly goes down. So, and the Blizzard invested that from Ferutals, and Tracy instantly frozen out of their ice block there. Yeetmeister went down as well, so it's not done just as of yet. Let's come back to the huge pick from Nortlogic onto Sly on the Baptiste, not allowing the Immortality to stick around. And are they gonna kill Rusty Gooba? Okay, finally goes down.
Are they gonna kill Rusty Goomba?
How do you go shoot the D.Va challenge? Very hard. Some say impossible, but the Stockholm students were able to accomplish it. And, you know, I do want to shout out, looking over the stream right now, Flip Flop saying a smile in the DMs to our wonderful producer, Paige. They've earned it for all their work they've done so far this season for producing all the games. Give a shout out while the fight's over here. But, start to move out, Yeetmeister has another shatter, and the window goes down. Well, the molten core is there, but Rusty Goomba eats all up like the Fettuccine Alfredo we had earlier. The shatter comes down onto Fedora Master, but the beast there keeps the dwarf alive. Immortality Field is invested though, as Feruz goes down, so there's no wall potential here for the Syndromes, forced to retreat it seems, or just standing in one spot and building Potato's wall. Absolutely genius strats coming out here from the Syndromes, and here comes that Graviton Surge. They find Brookstein, and where is this visor? Oh, it's in the middle of their team! I thought he'd pick on a flank or something, but no, we'll find Window comes down, but is in a position where they can't see the enemy team at all. I do not know what I'm witnessing here. They've won the fight, it seems for now, as here comes Rusty Gooba trying to put a little pressure on the point. Fedora Master is forced to overload out of there, puts that turret down, but in the middle of nowhere it's going to get shot up. Rusty Gooba knows to shoot the turret strategy. Very, very good at all levels of Overwatch. You should really implement it next time you face Stockholm Syndromes, by the way. And, you know, I could give you a little bit of time here, but these fights are so chaotic. They're still going right now, and they're going to just speed boost in, but the window's there from Sly to put some damage. But no shield from Yeetmeister. Ferutals gets the Blizzard eaten, though, but a big shatter to fall from Nagina finds Yeetmeister. There's nobody to swing into the Blizzard, but the beat from Brookstein keeps the rest of the Jericho Jackalopes yet alive here as the Stockholm Syndromes are forced to retreat. It's one fight territory here.
Bomb.
Oh, but they put down the window here. But he's looking for that bomb. Rusty Gooba trying to line up. He's looking back to all of his D.Va VODs, all of his D.Va gameplay from all the past years. And oh no! Riddle Frog knocks Brooks at the map, but the shatter comes down from Yeetmeister. It's a two-man. Gets that one kill out of it. The beat from Road Dogg is there. But Rusty Gooba, what was that? That does nothing. That bomb was absolutely nothing. It got stuck to the floor of the molten core like super glue. Couldn't move. As now Trenches there trying to play American Sniper, but she's mad, or they're mad. They can't do that. Oh no! Gets taken down. And I don't know how they did that. This is a cat
up in the air again, getting shot by the turret.
1v4ing. Chatting out. Forcing Mortality Field is still alive, and now there's nobody to help the team up. But Yeetmeister does not need help.
Shoot the turret.
No, it's impossible. The turret shooting me. I can't do it, man. Oh. Cap all 3 points. That was insane by the Syndromes to clutch it out the end there. Alright, Corey, you can talk now. You're still here.
They basically have 7 players on the Syndromes because no one shoots the turret. And that's constant DPS, especially in an overtime fight. However, I'm not too sure how Yeetmeister is getting so much value. It seems that the Ryan just charges in and swings and doesn't get damaged. So I don't know. Pretty lackluster performance from basically the entirety of the Jackalopes again, if I'm being honest. I'd like to see some more value being attained.
Tracy has some decent walls, some good blizzards as well, but there really doesn't seem to be too much follow-up here. And oh no, funny Bastion strat.
They're both on Bastion.
Oh no! Please tell us we're not doing this. We've casted some weird stuff, Corey, but this would be up there. Oh no, yeah, it's funny.
They're just trying to emulate Reaper Friday in the March Showdown tournament.
Weeper Wednesday. Oh, we're swapping with DPS here. Tracy goes over to the Junkrat this time with Transflect on the May. This still does nothing really in the face of the Bastion unless you rotate correctly. Which, with that TP, it's going to be very hard to do that because usually you just play under the Bastion, but they just TP the other side now and just pelt them damage from both sides. And Rusty Gooba through that hotel. Trying to get a little bit of scouting going on. But Norse just pelting in the spam damage as well as Fedormaster. A nice wall out from Transflight though gets instantly burned. And I mean, Rusty Gooba just standing there in the middle of nowhere with no personal bubble. And might get punished here. It doesn't look like it. The Immortal Field is well timed from Sly to keep that Zarya in the fight with high charge. But the Bastion is just on the high ground, completely uncontested right now. Brutals is there as well with the high charge beam coming at you. And yeah, these staggers going through here. Sly showing up those jump mechanics we saw in Oasis so much.
We fried Rusty Goomba's brain with the Alfredo.
With the clapping as well. We kind of broke his mental. Locks Zarya.
Get a counter strat to this Bastion comp.
We
still got 3 minutes.
That.
Yeah, if only there was a character he played a lot of that was able to completely nullify all of Bastion's damage. That'd be pretty crazy if there was.
No, there isn't. I checked.
Oh my.
Oh, they do wall, but it just leaves the Bastion up exactly. Oh, okay. The Bastion is fine taking up the high ground though, but all Fedora's gonna do is go back towards their spawn and set up on a flank. And look at this raccoon rotation coming out from the Jericho Jackalopes. Legendary, hasn't been before seen. And Yeetmeister just charges in like a maniac. We'll find Brutal, so a nice play there. Here comes a tire off, and Tracy finds Nagin as well. So 2 picks coming in early here for the Jericho Jackalopes. It looks like they've finally broken this defense with a textbook rotation.
I think that was lucky.
Oh yeah?
I think the wall on the Bastion was smart. Like, you're trying to make it so that the Bastion can't get healed or shielded. But I don't think it was intended to have the Bastion fall into the low ground. I think that was a little bit of luck. Oh my, Yeetmeister is no fear.
No fear in this right now, neither Rusty Goomba walking forward with that high charge, pelting out the right clicks on the enemy retreaters. They're gonna get out here. And we see the tank ults building up for both these teams. Really, both beasts also there to counteract, so kind of just a neutral fight. If Transflat can get a pretty big blizzard off, it'd be very massive for his team.
Yes, it would be. However, will it happen?
No, North's gonna eat it or something, I don't know. The grab comes up from Rusty Goomba, and they, oh, wow. Okay, this is Overwatch in 2021. I don't know what's going on my screen right now. Both Immortal Fields are trade out. Nobody's dying, but the Shatter comes down. Will knock down 3 on the point, but nobody's there to follow up. Is only North Logic there on the high ground, but drops and finds Rusty Goomba with a rock. The beat in response from Brookstein there finds 3, but both tanks are already gone. So now here comes North Logic back with Fedormaster. So basically this fight's won, is now Tracy just on the point by themselves trying to do anything. Ooh, Rules goes down to Brookstein though. So good picked off as the tanks have returned here for Jericho.
I don't know what happened.
I don't either, but here comes a Molten Core. It's on the high ground. It forces Rusty into a weird position. Rusty will find very weak. The Shatter comes down though, knocks down 2 members here from Yeetmeister, so a nice Shatter coming out from the Jericho Jackalopes. And the high ground is just complaining by Rusty Goomba and Transflect right now. Oh, and he's the Pulse Bomb as well. Rusty Goomba and Transflect just an immovable object on the high ground there, not allowing anybody to get up there. But Tails finds Transflect though, and just running around as Rules is there to back up his teammate. Will they get a recontest here? Yes, Fedora Master has returned as well as with that Diva. So now it's not over just as of yet, but Tibbs going down. It's pretty heavily in favor of Jericho, especially with Fedora. Now they use the tire here as well from Tracy to clean this up for a last second. Will get Real Dog, and yes, just the staggers from the tanks on the point here for the Stockholm Syndromes, but with about 3.5 minutes left in time bank, the Jericho Jackalopes looking to push this through with over a minute left to get to that only dropable situation.
I'm on the payload and move it.
Oh, you got?
I don't think the Tracer is the pick here. I'm not sure who you can even go on with the Diva. The Soldier self heals. Junkrat can just mine away.
Speaking of mining, already killed. Oh, the Shatter comes down, but only finds Real Dog, and Yeetmeister pays for it with his soul. Immortality field is there, but Fedora Master gets knocked off the map, so it's not over just as of yet. Just train save for Rustigumba. Just no fear in the backline. Might get punished, no, because Baptiste puts out so much healing that does not matter. And Transflex using that tactical visor to clear these last second kills and stop this contestant coming through with 3 minutes in the time bank. This looks to be pretty much a sealed case here. Oh, what the? We have Nagina going over the cart. With that charge, finding really nothing. The pulse bomb slightly landed on the pulse bomb, but thankfully instant immortality field, so did not die. Tracer has another tire here, finds Ferrul's. And Ferrul's not really able to do too much here on the defense once that Junkrat swap came through. The Tracer was kind of shut down.
Yeah.
Score 3-3.
Pretty expected. Was predicted by me.
Oh my.
However, playing on a team with Frutos last semester, you never know what they're gonna pick. So, I don't know. Perhaps that could be a strategy, is to just demotivate the DPS lineup of the Syndromes.
Could be. 2.5 minutes left. We see the Tracy Sombra for the attack for the EMP. No, we do not. I thought like go for the EMP, grab Dragon.
They're
just to
going for
clean
a
it all
grab
up.
Dragon.
Yeah.
They don't even need the EMP with the tire.
Why in the hole? Because it has found some value, so I'll give it that. But Fedora Master says no more Bastion shenanigans. I'm going back to the Rat. And for Roodles, we have not seen them on the McCree so far, so another new look at Rustigumba playing Mystery Heroes in the spawn, deciding what to play. We'll probably play Zarya because he can play 2 characters in this league. And there we go. Yep, locking Zarya and walking around. So you gotta say that's probably the pick he's going with. But they can build up towards that grab dragon combo. It's basically a 1 tick. If you can just grab him off the point even, you feel pretty darn good about your chances. But here we go, right into the attack of the Jericho Jackalopes. Need 1 tick to take this map since to a 1-1 tied series. Rotating a little bit around the statue here. What if we're going to get another inspirational rotation? Doesn't look like it this time. Looks like they're just going to pelt straight forward right to the junk spam. Eat it like absolute chads. 40% on our Kenner, but Tracy asserts the Junkrat differential already. And yeah, the charger from Nagina finds nothing. And pretty quick there once Fedora Master falls. Tracy with 69% of the tire. Very nice. And yeah, that's going to be the King's Row going the way of the Jericho Jackalopes, and that's more or less what I was expecting the Brawl Brawl situation there, what happened on King's Row.
Yeah, I agree. I think the
Play of the game.
push would not have been the same without the little stroke of luck by the Bastion falling, but I guess these things happen.
Yeah, okay, man. This
I'm
guy
just
just got
saying.
lucky, bro.
Next map is Escort, so I favor the Syndromes on Escort, if I'm being honest. You can do a lot of different things, and then you can also do Pirate Ship because their team is pretty geared around that, Bastion, Torb centerpiece. So
Put the Nort logic on the Bastion.
as
Really?
well as the tank line of the Jackalopes being very inflexible.
Whoa,
So-
whoa! We saw you must play Winston for a fight, I think.
We did, and we also saw him on ball.
I mean, that's going on the stat sheet as time played, man. Flex his resume a little bit. Yeah, once we get the maps, I believe the only map type the Syndromes won last week as well was Escort, if I'm not mistaken. So says their best map type. I'll check www.gopherwatchleague.com/home to see if I can get the information I need. Let's see, where did they play? No, they won Oasis, and then
They
won
won
anything
Oasis
else.
again.
Yes, they did. Hopefully, we don't get a repeat, and they lose here on Escort as well. Unless maybe they're a control-only team. They're San Francisco Shock. They have to pray and hope for it to get us to a map 6 situation. And it's Junkertown coming up here. Okay, so Fedora Master goes over to tank, so he's playing Orisa, and Cup of Sarcasm comes in for Nagi on the DPS. Rincewind is not allowed to play today. I believe Muffin Lumps is on the blue team, so we'll put him over there. Yeah, that's telling me we're seeing Bastion yet again, especially with the Orisa gameplay. Maybe we'll see Yeetmeister on the Orisa, or even perhaps the Roadhog. But I think Rustaguma might want to play that Roadhog, licking his chops a little bit of that situation. Able to play a character whose literally only job is to feed. R from both teams are gonna head right in here. Let's play Rock Paper Scissors. You go first. No, we're not playing that. We're just gonna go. To answer your question, Max, yes, Paige is prodding. I'm too busy stream sniping into their DMs. Yeah, bad. Junkertown, I mean, as well as you might have Sarcasm playing that Bastion or something, but for Rudels has been a fairly decent Widowmaker in the league as their former teammate Corey. Can you attest to their Widowmaker prowess? I'm not exactly sure. I could be completely mistaken, and they've never played Win in their life, and I'm all wrong. But something, anything, Wales,
Something for what?
I said, can you attest to Ferudals being a good Widowmaker? I remember the wrong person, but
I cannot
don't know
attest to
Walled
that.
hard.
I don't remember much from them except for McCree, and McCree was, Cole Cassidy was rarely picked. It was a lot of Tracer and flanking Reinhardt, so I think the bad memories took place of the good ones.
Unfortunate. And Ferudals there with that Mercy Pocket right up on the high ground, looking for a shot, but the pole does not find anything. Yeetmeister and Fedora Master on the Orisa battle. Not something I thought I'd ever say in my entire life. But Fedora Master asserting that difference early with a final blow in the stat sheet on a Transflect. I mean, Transflect doesn't have a Mercy Pocket. Why are they playing Lucio Baptiste with a double shield comp?
Maybe they got Goku in their ear. Lucio's good here, guys. Trust me.
And then he does the Goku cackle. Lucio's good. And he goes to just boot him off and dies instantly in 2 seconds because that's what Goku does. We love Goku. We lost the alumni game though in a reverse sweep fashion. But Ferudals gets that kill on a Transflect because has the Mercy Pocket, so a little easier for them to get that work done. As Yeetmeister just forced. Oh, Yeetmeister with the shield behind Cart, a tactical advantage for his team to push forward, but they do not heed the call of the Stampede. And I mean, a very aggressive hold here from the. I mean, Crazy's on a bit of a flank mission right now, looking for an Ashe, but not going to find a slide. Puts down that window, but Yeetmeister is straight out. I mean, look at North.
Master is just kind of.
North is in the backline too. It gets a 2-man flux. North is going to pound. Open the hack from Traincy. Knocks him out of his flux, but that hack looks to be not nearly enough as the kills are coming through for Rudels with more picks upon more picks, and North, the janitor, spamming in those hyperbolic spears, I think they're called, and getting those kills. And yep, pretty quick offense there for the Stockholm Syndrome's Transflex force swap over to the Widow.
I have taken the payload. See through the
I don't think the Widow duel is, or the Sniper duel is what's losing. I think it's the Orisa diff right now, if I'm being honest.
Dora has
Yeah,
double the damage, by the
You
way.
gotta do something to even up the tank matchup.
Nora with double the damage, but a big flux from Rusty Goomba. Nora gets hacked, and the EMP is there as well, but the Bob gets just chucked in here. The trade transfer Nort Logic, but the Bob's in the back line. Might get Brookstein here.
Oh, the dynamite. The
Fedora
field.
drops down. There's so many ults being invested right now, but looks like the Stockholm Center had to take a bit of an advantage here for Rules gets the headshot, but it's on the Bob. I mean, Transflex gets the shot onto Rules Bob. I don't know, man. And I mean, Transflex is doing the ons flank yet again, trying to pull a Pine. Not quite going to work out. As Rules finds 2 with a headshot. That Mercy Pocket coming in clutch. And I say Tracy's still there. Gets a hack in the back line. They're not pushing car at all, despite their advantage. They're just gonna walk around the back, look for. They're all for look for the Sombra rather than pushing cart. And now the Jackalopes have returned with 6 members, and they didn't find the Sombra anyway because they got the hack on the Fedora Master. Oh.
The Frutal's Ash is looking mighty fine right now. And I also like the support comp from the Syndromes.
Oh, they forced out the lamp early, and the flux right in the air knocks all those shields right off, and Transflex falling. Not a good start here for the Jackalopes on the defense slide, trying to pump up so much healing, trying to keep the team alive as long as they possibly can. But they force a fortify out of Yeetmeister and the shield. Rusty Goomba caught from the side all alone. Tracy running around trying to build that EMP for his last fight potentially to claim B back for them. But they have Pole Dragon combo if they decide to use it. Looks like they need it just yet. The Bob gets chucked in on the point as well. Are they ever going to Dragon here? The Pole Dragon would be huge. Gonna stuck us low room. Please, Dragon, right now. Be a huge Dragon. Please do it. No! Look at the air with the flux. But what happened? I believe Rusty got rocked out of Nort Logic on the flux angle. Very big, very poggers play from the Nort Logic. Another hack from Tracy on a Nort Logic, but it doesn't even matter. He's already lost too many members of their team.
This might be the most aggressive Sigma play I've ever seen coming out from Norlogic. Literally constantly pressing W, no fear. And it's working. They don't really have anything to punish him.
He's getting hacked like every single time, but just floats
Nah,
away.
he don't care.
He do not care.
You're
Thog
gonna need
don't
more than
care.
hack, you're gonna need damage.
Not in Overwatch 2 you don't.
Yeah.
But we're not there
You just get the
yet.
hack off, you just do double damage for 7
Or
seconds.
EMP
'cause-
for 40% of their health pool.
Exactly.
Now very balanced, but Yeetmeister on that Reinhardt now is walking forward, pelting, but now he's stuck in
Wait.
the other side of the wall!
The door closed and trapped in Neatmeister.
And they use the Bongo as well. It's a winnable fight here. They feel certain about the loss of the Ash and Mercy. It might be a bit rough here for the Stockholm Sinners. Nort Logic is randomly appearing out of nowhere again because he's on some sort of flank probably. With the team, looks to pelt in some damage. Maybe take the high ground.
The eccentric uncle shows up unannounced.
Yeah. Reeking of alcohol in the breath, ready to put in some work. And a big flux! With no beat in sight, Rusty Goomba loses that mech because he was not in sight of the immortality field with around the corner, but they get these kills on the back of that flux and the hack onto the Mercy there. Nicely played, and Transfect using that visor to clear the fight, so... EMP visor, you'll take that in exchange for the flux window and the Valkyrie.
Interesting comp by the Jackalopes, but they are playing it correctly. They're staying together, not really giving the Syndrome space where that comp thrives. Unless Norlogic flanks with like the Hanzo, I'm not really gonna sure how they're gonna break this without just ultimate advantage.
Why not be pretty good though? Full Dragon.
That'd be pretty good.
Let's see if they use that. Oh, no! She just walks up the stairs, uses the leg to walk the stairs, but gets nothing for that shatter. And Rusty Goomba loses the mech because he was one for winning a Bob with no DM. Ill-advised play there from Rusty Goomba. Now the Dragon was even more awesome because they have nothing to eat it. So a Pole Dragon could be huge here. And it appears Norlogic is just scared of Rusty Goomba. Just pushing Nort up by themselves, but here comes a Dragon out from Sarcasm. Will it get any kills? No, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Yeetmeister and Tracer's pushing Nort Logic by themselves, but they've already lost so many members on the other side of the fight. There's no shield to stop the Sigma span coming through. And now Sarcasm clears with 2 final blows. And yeah, I mean, It was a decent idea to chase that Sigma, but you leave your team with no shield against the spam of the
Yeah.
Hanzo Ash.
I mean, it took them over a minute, but they did make some card progress finally, but it took many ultimates. However, I already rebuilt the BAP ult, so...
And the supercharger gets pelted down here by Fedora Master very early here. Will the bomb get anything? No, it won't. The EMP gets nothing! The EMP bomb finds 0 kills. They find Sly though, so they get the res off basically immediately, and oh my god. Oh, the flux is nothing. Neurologic paying back the no ults for one of his own. He feels bad, and a big shadow from Yeetmeister. There you go. That looks to clear it up right there. And I do
is still alive, pushing though.
Yeah, and a bomb
Brutus?
in the side room.
Oh my! Is the bomb not touching cart? So
I mean,
close.
Brutus kills too, but it's not touching the cart.
Wait, if cart moves backwards.
I just left.
Oh, the timing.
He just left. So sad.
Score.
The sound he made reminded me of the video you play.
Switching sides.
What? I play a lot of videos, Corey.
Yeah, the aneurysm video.
Oh.
Yeah, that one. That was my brain when I saw the EMP, when there was obviously nobody in range of the bomb.
No, the EMP came after the bomb went off too.
Well, I know, but like
the
you don't
best
see
part.
anyone in the line of sight of the bomb, but you press the EMP anyways.
Oh man, and then Nort gets 0 in the flux. What an excellent display of Overwatch that we just saw.
I feel like there'd be an easier way to do that. It'd be using your brain to count when the Arista shield goes down and then hack the Sigma so that they can't put down the shield mathematically, you know? But
Mathematically impossible that we lose this right now. I've crunched the numbers. Corey whips out the...
I don't know, maybe some players don't utilize the brain sometimes.
Or whipping out the abacus to count down the Arista shield cooldown to EMP bomb. Okay,
Maybe
so
that's just a built different thing. Counting the cooldown in your head.
the comp of the Jericho Jackalopes work, I think, a lot better on C with the Brawl, the kind of enclosed area. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
no,
kind of
it's-
rough to get anything done. I guess the spam of double shield in this open area, point A, I think. I don't know.
I'd like to see two units here from the Syndromes. I want to see Sigma, Mercy, and Ash, and I want to see Arisa, BAP, and Hanzo. However,
How about one unit?
they're all just sitting together, so that the rush comp might actually do something, because they're not using the space that their comp needs.
They do find Sly though, but instead of pushing their advantage, they just back off and let the rest come up. But do get the kill in the Transfect though, so a lot of spam is already out of the fight for the Jericho Jackals. Yeetmeister is on a absolute pilgrimage right now. And Tracy goes down, caught off on the flank by Nortlogic spamming those doorways. And I mean, kind of just Fedora just sitting on point right now, not really feeling any pressure from Yeetmeister. He just standing there with no shield, just swinging his hammer around. And the Immortality is forced very early. Nortlogic rocks the Immortality field. Oh, but Rusty gets to eat on the dragon.
Fedora pulled Rusty out of the hallway to eat that, like on purpose. I think that's just unfortunate timing though.
The genius maneuver. And here comes Real Dog with that window. The Bob in the backline. They'll trade Ashes. The Bob is there. Just Yeet just charge
No,
the
don't
Bob
res that. Don't res that.
onto the Mega. So it's a 1-for-1 trade right now. But Fedormeister has that. Oh, Yeetmeister finds nothing but Golden Horse staying in his path. They get the res though, and all that time and all that tomfoolery going down. Nort will get traded out. And it looks to be like the Jericho Jackals are going to take point A here. Bar a miracle from Jericho, especially this Bob coming in the back line. I mean, for the rules,
Bruno's has got 2.
but Transfect finds 2 of the Bob. And yeah, they're oh, Fedormeister! Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Fedora Master Orisa, oh my god, back to spawn is where you went.
So I'm still laughing at Yeetmeister bunny hop shattering right into a golden Arisa. He didn't even like react, he kind of just already had it up, and I was like, okay.
It's like one of those moments where you try to do like a 90-degree turn shatter, like, oh yeah. They ain't expecting this one, but the Riders was sitting there with the shield because their DPS was spamming him the whole time. One of those kind of moments. It's one of those kind of days for Yeetmeister. As he gets rocked, it's like
Logic is alone.
Yeetmeister is just charging into the enemy team by himself. The Sigma grind set just emitting from this gentleman right now. As he's just sitting there, allowing his team to get spammed, but he does like, look at this shot! He gets one! Finds a Hanzo and a 4-man EMP, pretty big from Tracy. Will they find any follow-up on it? No, they will not. They'll get 2 kills here. Rusty and Tracy will fall. They get the res on Rusty though, so the mech will be back in the fight. But the Flux is invested here. Sly lifted high up in the sky. Sly going down. Rusty gets that remech bust up, and not nearly enough to turn the fight back in their favor. I don't think I mean, Yeetmeister just stood in this right room for like 5 minutes at this point. Just chilling. Okay, they use Bongo to clear the tanks, I guess. I do not know what is happening right now. They're chasing Rusty Goomba.
What is that bomb?
Okay, and now Yeetmeister dies. What is happening right now?
That might not be the worst bomb I've seen from Russian's map, though. Shockingly.
Sarcasm is on Reaper now. Cool. They have Bob for contester. And, yeah. Okay, Tracy falls yet again. Can't build the EMP.
I'm stuck in spectator.
What?
I'm stuck.
Oh my god. Well, Farouk kills 2, and then chucks in the Bob. I mean, they're pushing the cart! Any touchers?
I see that through the wall.
Any touchers?
I'm not sure how close the red team is, but
3.14 meters to be exact. But they're gonna. What is happening?
I'm still stuck, by the way.
Do I need to remove you?
No, I'll just go to a player and then go back to third person. Interesting how I could get stuck there, though.
I'm stuck.
Guys, do not go to the mega room by the staircase. You might get stuck. Caution.
It's the Peter Griffin meme. Guys, do not go to the mega room on right side. Worst decision of my life. That wasn't even close. But yeah, Nort Logic has that. Cordy, what's with us and not having like any sort of goodness in our cast? I mean, to be honest, this is very good, but we don't know what's going on in the game.
I think it's
right
higher
now.
quality than actual casting, to be honest.
Gonna have to agree with you on that one. Here comes the rotation through the staircase. Nort Logic senses that out though. His spidey sense is tingling, looking for that big flux, and look at
my. Oh mama.
Ooh, mama, it's a 4-man flux. But all it does is feed Sly his window because
Need more ultimates in there.
No! The flux is good enough. We'll get them all.
More ultimates.
And they just come back up the stairs and. Oh, huge from Tracy. They're gonna kill 2 around the back of that. Sly good and trade out. Bomb is nearly enough here for Stockholm. As a big hero play coming out from Tracy to get that 6-man EMP and stop this defense right track. I mean, Yeetmeister is traveling right back to spawn, going a bit of a pilgrimage. And Norton is just there, sadly, eating on the cart. About 30 seconds left in the bank. They are finally gonna cap. If only he didn't get the entirety of point B without even fighting the cart a couple fights ago.
If only.
But shit didn't. And now here comes Rusty Goomba, walking straight into a Reaper. Keeping that mech just barely, though. So.
I mean, the reality is they have a minute and a half to go 70 meters here. Will it happen? Stay tuned. I don't know. It would help if someone pushed the cart. There we go.
Corey, you're building up so much suspense right now. The entirety of chat is on the edge of their seat. What will happen? I don't know.
What's gonna happen next?
Stay tuned. Tune in next week to Dragon Ball Z. And Rusty Goomba trying to take over that windmill control, but a Bob on the high ground. What the? Where's that Bob going? Okay, just destroying the enemy backline, forces out the immortality field early, and Yeetmeister is just holding the whole front line down by himself, and the pull into the gravitic flux does find Brookstein. The bomb finds nothing though. The look though on the damage that's done.
That's a big anti.
I mean, just in the backline right now, by the way, killing 2. Might get a 3rd. I mean, Nort is just punching. Nort refuses to use his ammo. He's trying to punch this
You
Poor
have
Ash
infinite
is-
ammo. You cannot reload on Sigma. Why are you punching?
And Rusty Goomba is trying to win this 1v1 against a Reaper as a non-mech diva. Traits on cart with a bot, but I mean, Fruits is ducking and dodging behind the cart. Traits doesn't EMP though.
So they have EMP and support ults, but they have a lot more ultimates on the side of the Syndromes with better ultimates, minus EMP of course. But if Fedora places the Supercharger in a good place and then the Reaper ult kind of waits, this could be deadly. That is not a good place to... What are you doing?
Place.
What are you doing?
Here comes the Reaper ult, maybe. Nope. Just dips in and uses the Rit to get away. What is happening? So it's getting contested for a little while. Nordic is claiming that high ground right now, but Cup Sarcasm is just TPing right above them. Here comes the Reaper ult. Brooksy standing still on cart! Gets punished! And now Robot
What do you have ammo and you just use it now?
I don't think Zeus had it because he used it when he was earlier in the room with the supercharger.
Don't disrupt my narrative.
Okay, the Syndromes have taken the map.
So the Syndromes
big
did everything wrong there and they still won in the last
A big
fight.
play by Cup of Sarcasm though to drop in and kill the Lucio and the Immortality with the Reaper ult. So despite Rusty,
Why?
despite Rusty Gooba being like a half an inch away, not realizing the Reaper ult's going. Yeah. Y'all hear something as Rusty decides to chase an Ash somewhere. Oh. All right. It is now 2-1 in favor of Stockholm Syndromes. All right. I do not know what is happening, Rich. I'm broken.
I feel like every time I agree to cast a game officially,
It turns into actual tomfoolery.
I'm broken. Ultimates are used. There are no rules to where and when ultimates are used, if they are even used at all. I'm looking at you, Numbani. Numbani third. I haven't forgotten you. Oh, 2CP. Veto. Yes. No.
We're gonna see if we're going to veto. Because I think the Syndromes probably say nope, we're going 2CP. Because literally, like half their team likes playing 2CP characters.
I don't think so though, because they have 100% win rate in Koth.
But it goes to hybrid, Corey.
Oh, yeah, they should play 2CP.
But if Map 5 comes around, just you wait. All right, Muffin Lump's coming in here. Bit of the Return of the King comes in for Brookstein. We'll see if Rinswin make an appearance, other than sitting on the bench and DMing me. Well, during the cast, I'm actually streamer. It's called Hypersphere. Like, yeah, okay, man. Nice wiki page. We will. They're still. They're talking about if we want to go to 2CP. It's a very hard decision. They're analyzing all the VODs. They're looking at all the stats. They're going back to Overwatch League POVs, seeing what's going on.
What's the sample size though?
8.
8?
Yeah.
You got any units on that?
No.
Hmm.
I will say though, shout to Moth FPS for agreeing with their own statement. Says, is Corey okay? Flawless Cry Sage, and then responds to themselves. I 100% agree with this.
I don't know what that means.
That's the Obama giving himself a medal meme right there if I've ever seen it. I 100% agree.
Is Corey okay? I agree.
Yeah, spitting facts, to be honest. They're still thinking. It's not that difficult. Just go 2CP and play Torb. Like,
Not even you don't even have to. You can just play Junkrat too. Like if it's Hanamura, you can play either. If it's Anubis, you can play either. If it's Skya, you play Torb. So like,
Yeah.
oh, you meant to agree with he can't be okay until he's in a maid outfit. Yeah, well, that is postponed
say it.
indefinitely, apparently.
Um. Listen, we'll do a channel point. Go on
Oh
this
my.
stream now to get a Corey maid outfit stream. We're going to Volskaya. Simeon, when did I promise this to you? When did I promise this? I don't know what's going on. Fedora for Cup, and oh my, Rincewind is in. Yeah, yeah, and
Rincewind
everybody
tank.
clapped, and everybody clapped. The Winston specialist.
What
The
is
giant-
Rincewind playing tank?
Win,
Can't say I've seen this tank.
I've seen him play Reinhardt a lot.
Okay. Oh yeah, I mean, you got Nort in, so Rincewind probably playing the main tank role.
Giant muscular man dominates competition. That's Rincewind right there. And then until we see him hit 0 red shatters and get destroyed, then he is small man getting rolled. Okay, so we have Rincewind using an absolutely childish insult. Train P. I gotta pull for Jackalopes in this one. I want to see I'm at 5 now for some reason. I think I just want to keep casting this game. There's no other factors outside of this. I cannot see this child win. All right, both teams are. We are gonna head in here to Volskaya. This is possibly our last map.
Traveling to Volskaya Industries. Initiating match.
Okay, so Rincewind literally just said, "No, you are not," to his own team captain. So I mean, that leads me to think that not only does he insult the enemy team, I think that just Rincewind is a toxic in the team environment. I think he's just he hates everybody equally. So he dishes it out to his own team, and we'll just destroy their mental assist to him at 5, and get Max benched again. Yeah, he's playing Winston. Okay.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Not too sure about the Syndrome. The Syndrome seem to be playing 2 different comps here.
Hey, yo,
I mean,
guys,
one
we're gonna
comp
go.
with-
We're gonna go dive. Nah, we go spam.
One comp
Nah.
with the interesting DPS combo. And then, I mean, Jackalopes, do they play more than one comp? I mean, probably not.
No.
One.
Rusty Goomba trying to pull out the. Guys, it worked in season 3. My team won. We only played Brawl, so trying to bring that energy right back here to Jericho Jackalopes to get them to a map 5 situation. But yeah, this dive torp comp should be. Oh, Yeetmeister just go around the back line and yeah, okay. Okay, that's exactly what I expect to happen when you see that comp, that absolute garbage moving out for the Syndromes out of spawn. Just run at him.
Brawl versus Double Bubble Bastard comp in Close Room. I wonder who wins.
Okay, Rincewind swaps over to the Reinhardt immediately.
Blessed.
So a little bit better. So it could work, you know. I vibe with it. Still no Lucio though to rotate on 2 CP might be kind of rough, but.
Enemy turret offline.
Oh, nice wall out from Transpect. Stops Rincewind in his path and gets bodied by Yeetmeister. By the What is happening
Hold
right
on.
now?
North Logic
lose
falls.
1v1.
Westing Koopa is literally a sliver. Oh, he got tickled. He died.
And now it's just a Tracer 1v1 against Transfight and Point. Ow!
Oh my goodness.
Oh!
EMP.
Oh,
Oh, I don't have it.
71%. Go, go, go! Soldier, push it down. Okay, so the team has kind of returned, but they're down both their DPS. They're gonna engage with the window. The shit is huge!
What the?
Oh my. Yeetmeister. Just put Rincewind into the spin cycle.
Koopa.
Alright.
Yeah.
But
Next
you
fight,
basically get 2 free ticks though for doing nothing but going back to your spot. So Train C is tactically not shooting the enemy team when they see them.
Trade offer. I received 2 ticks. You received 2 less ultimates.
Next grab though comes in.
That's a very
And the swing and the Molten Core to block off some of his damage. Muffin Lumps! No! Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeetmeister takes Rincewind downtown, but
Yeah, by dab I do.
what? we're just doing Hanna-Barbera cartoon casting now with Scooby-Doo, and now Flintstones.
Yeah.
Arr!
Hey, that's home improvement. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's home improvement. It could be seen as Scooby-Doo, I suppose.
Could be.
Yeah, we just need the every single. I don't even know. I forget his name. I'm blanking out right now.
Who?
Arr, that guy.
Tim
Oh,
Allen.
yeah, Tim Allen. All right, we need every single Tim Allen grunt at the same time for this game. It basically.
Compounded 18 trillion simultaneously.
Oh, they forced out the immortality field, but they lose Brutals. Do not shatter. Okay. Okay.
He chose to ignore you. Wait. Wait. Why?
Okay. Good shatter. You draw out EMP, shatter, and blizzard. So good job. Good job, Rincewind. You're better than I am at that.
Oh. Oh.
I don't know. This cache just developed in noises. I can't formulate thoughts at this anymore.
Let's see what happens next.
Do it in next week. I can't wait to see what happens this fight.
I think there's gonna be Nano Orion with load behind them, kind of like a pinch.
Okay, they grab window, but the well-placed immortality field they cannot. Okay, Yeetmeister inspirational, but Rincewind is
No. No. Huh? No, don't do it again. I can't take it.
No, they just sit there. Do not push in. If you push in, I will punch a hole in my wall. Ooh, no, you're pushing it, buddy. You are pushing it.
Fun fact, that'll be the 3rd hole in your room.
They're going for it. No, Nord's gonna die, maybe.
Never.
Okay.
Oh my. You can't just shoot a man in a lamp.
They
You
killed
gotta shoot
Muffin
the
Lumps.
lamp.
They killed Lumps, and now they may move in here.
Oh. What?
Corey, make sense of it, please. Corey.
No.
They lose Tracy and the Nano. The
Stop using ultimates. No.
the Shatter does nothing.
Stop.
No.
Stop. What are you doing?
Winning big. They're winning big. They allow no cutoff, no ticks.
How do you? Oh. I can't.
You have beat. They have grav.
No.
They have molten load. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's gonna happen. I legitimately am no longer going to try to guess what's going through these teams' minds. Okay,
Oh,
good.
no.
Okay, Yeemeister goes off the map to kill Lucio.
Worth.
I suppose so.
Dora
Alright.
gets out with what, like 3
30
HP.
seconds remaining.
No,
Transfect, what are you
they're gonna
doing?
chase him. They're gonna chase Fedora. Hopefully they don't get punished. Oh, like that. Okay, they killed 2 though, so it's
Wait.
okay. They, 2
Cole
for 2.
Cassidy.
Cole
Hot off the
Cassidy.
presses.
Oh,
Oh,
Cassidy! Oh! Woo!
Stay away.
What the fuck?
He's got the big iron. Oh my god.
Yeemeister! The absolutely muscular man! Throwing the hammer down on the small child is Rincewind. Rincewind's got
Oh,
120
huge.
taken.
But no, it's coming back in with. Nope.
Oh my god.
Make it stop.
To 1.
I've had enough.
Decide.
I'm out! Get Cole Cassidy in here to cast. I'm done.
Match.
Oh, words cannot describe what. I felt like I was in a torture chamber on 2 minutes left of attack there. Everyone using an ult. No one coordinating. Like solo ult on everyone.
What are comms? Not needed. Maybe they're just listening to our cast core. They've all left VC. They're just listening to the cast and just hearing.
They just hear random noises and screams.
our guttural sounds. I don't.
That's their cue to ult.
It's the primal instincts. They hear the ape screeches, and they're like, "What? A village under attack! Use Q button now to stop!" And then,
We must do something about this.
we must molten core now. We down 3. Q. Oh, Simeon started playing Overwatch. Simeon is officially coming into ring yet again. Fedora Master is sick of Rincewind shenanigans. Apparently, Rincewind's come down with instant COVID. He's got to get taken out of this match.
Instant COVID.
He's got to get taken out of this match. And Simeon's got to come in after a thrilling display of his last MT performance. Simeon will be ready for this one. Rincewind standing out in the middle of nowhere,
Wait,
ready to get absolutely
Norlogic
run
on D.Va and Rusting but not on D.Va? Is this
Oh,
legal?
they find Sly as Frutals and just walks in the back line. Simeon, I am not streaming, so you're just giving me, but thank you for the hello. I appreciate it, but my name is not sent. It's actually pronounced Ryan. Thank you for trying, though. Better luck next week. And Transfect dies, and okay, yeah, the fight happened, and the Stockholm
Do
Syndrome
you think
won.
Frutos knows that Rusting Uba is on Zarya and he just decides to make full use of the non-defense matrix team?
He did. He was literally in their team killing 2 when that fight started. He killed Sly and just ran away. The assassin.
Much better.
And look, he's doing it again! He's just staying there in the mini room and just... He's out! And they're coming around the right side here, but Frutals is there yet again in the side room. Where he puts it in. Oh! Rincewind
He's airborne!
catches him sleeping, but does not seem to matter. As a big advantage here right now for the Jericho Jackalopes.
Frutos is the first Reaper on the moon there.
The picks keep coming. And there you have it. The Jericho Jackalopes. And they have EMP, almost. They have Grav. So a snowball potential in effect here. As they only have the Molten Core point.
Seth says, I just want cooking discussion, man.
Translocating.
Well, okay. So, Corey, you put an absurd amount of butter into our fettuccine Alfredo earlier.
I did, but that's because Rusting Uba is in my ear every time saying, "You need more butter."
I can feel my arteries clogging right now. It's a 3-man EMP, by the way, but they solo grab Rincewind as well, and he still doesn't die. And Furus goes to the back and kills 2. Okay, yep, so they EMP, grab, and they use the divisor. They beat, and they get nothing out of it, and Rusty Goomba.
Let's just say the butter was a failed experiment.
I'm just... I mean, I can feel my heart dying slowly right now. It could be this match too, like
I
aiding
think it's
it.
the match.
It's aiding it for sure, but the butter is the sidekick in all this. But I mean, we have both tank ults in the end of beat. Really nothing for the attack except for the window. So I don't see them capping anytime soon with no ults.
I think Rusting Goomba is the true villain here. You know, playing Diva, adding
Into
more
a
butter
Reaper.
and salt to our dinner.
He's trying to kill us all. Okay, they kill Fedora Master just for free.
Oh my.
Ooh my! The shatter and the bomb combo works out to perfection. Finding 3. And yeah, pretty good right there. Nice play from the tank line of the Stockholm Syndromes. Rincewind finally turned his monitor on and hit a shatter.
Many more of those in the future, hopefully.
For 4 minutes. Hopefully they can end it here. So I can go have my heart attack in peace and not alive on cam.
Well, it can't end here, though. It's not... We're gonna get a map 5 no matter what.
Why'd you say, Corey? You spoke into existence. they're walking
Yeah, that's
out
the only
here.
thing that made it happen.
They be walking. Yeetmeister has shatter.
Oh.
It shell shatter on potatoes, but they pays for it with his own life right there. Can't give a single tick as both that piece are trade out for Dora. Use the E to stay alive, but the peel from Norlogic is there. Rustuguba loses that mech and forced to go outside the map, it looks like.
Rusting Goomba without mech is just a man lost.
I mean, Rusty Goomba tactically walking away from the coastline to get a kill. To stack himself even harder. You gotta love the sportsmanship. He's like, oh, I did lose my mech. Okay, I deserve to get staggered here. That's a good sportsmanship from Rusty Goomba. As expected from Season 3, first team All-Pro and first team Season 3 champion. Season 3 MVP runner-up.
Mucho mejor.
Yeah.
Has the MVP runner-up always been on the championship team?
No. Wait.
Season 1 and 3 it was. What about 2?
Season 2 was Khan, so no.
No, runner-up.
Runner-up? Who was even runner-up in Season 2? It was basically the Khan show.
Well, Mikey won it, so...
Yeah, but it wasn't Mikey in Season 2. He didn't win it.
Mikey won Season 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so who was the runner-up?
I mean, him and Khan were on the same
Bonesy,
team in
right?
Season 2. No, Bonesy nominated Max for our MVP. Who even was the MVP runner-up in Season... Oh, Fedora Master kills Transflect, so that's happening. And they have both tank ults yet again, and really only have Visor to use. Maybe a bomb to open it up for him, but now I'm kind of wondering who is Season 2 MVP follow-up. Who even was a team in Season 2?
Your team.
Yeah?
Farmington Fishermen. Never forget.
I'll never forget.
Beebles. Raccoons.
Yeah, it's probably a Raccoons player who was a follow-up MVP.
Hey, they were runner-up, right? They're the
There's
champions.
so many bombs, so many shatters, and no kills. They eventually find a Rincewind, though. And with 2 kills, I think they wait for the final moment to find it. The shatter from Yeetmeister finds nothing. But Tracy and the Reaper will find 2 kills here. Sly will go down, but Transfect returns with a big visor from downtown. And yeah, Rincewind gets charged.
Wait. Yeetmeister just said no. There's no counter charge there. I'm just superior. My muscles are bigger. And just... Wow.
Play of the game.
Huh. Yeah, map 5. There's this match is still going. We've been distracted too long, Corey, for cooking discussion.
I wonder who Corey voted for MVP. I do too. I'm sure it must have been somebody.
It probably was somebody. Yeah, I think you're right on that one. I think I still have the sheet in my drive. I can go look.
Hmm.
I'll have to use my Duo sign-in though because it's on my U account.
See, if you get there and it's mysteriously gone, that must just be an error on, Google Drive. Just randomly deletes data sometimes,
Okay, Season 4 sign up. Season 3 All-Star. Nope, I still got it. Okay, let's see. The runner-up was Rincewind, so it was not the runner-up, because so the runner-up won. Wait a minute, yeah, then you're right, because the runner-up was on the champion team. So yeah, all 3
Yeah.
seasons. That's a fun fact.
I'm a very astute observer.
All right, you've been called baby in chat to give a cooking discussion. So Corey, I'll open the floor to you. What do you want to talk about for cooking? I mean, you got a passion? It's something you're very passionate about. Any topic for cooking?
For cooking,
Yeah.
Italian food. A fan of Italian food. I like cooking it, you know. Very
Okay.
easy. However, yeah, that's it.
Well, let's see. How do you like your noodles? Do you like them al dente or a little bit softer? You know.
Al dente, good.
Al dente.
Favorite childhood meal, perhaps. Favorite childhood meal was probably
Mine was mac and cheese and hot dogs.
yeah. The hot dogs with the SpongeBob mac and cheese kind of went hard.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, with the old version though, with the actual shapes, you know,
Mm-hmm. The
before
shape
they
just made it just tasted better. I don't know
it
how.
did before the big wigs at Kraft were like, let's get rid of this S tier flavor because it's bad for your health or something. Like, what the hell, man? I
And
disagree.
pineapple on pizza, huh? I don't think so. Put my foot down on that one.
Pineapple or sardines on pizza, you have to pick one. No,
Oh
I don't.
God, I really don't. I went. Okay, I guess if I had to choose between those two, I'd pick pineapple.
Right, yeah, same.
But only because I can't eat sardines anymore after watching Clyde the Chits and Meatballs. They're
Oh
like,
yeah.
in the sardine can, and then he's like, coffee table, and then the dad falls over the coffee table and makes a thwomp noise. Apparently, that was the wrong sound.
I was like, I don't remember that part. I would say the only time I've had pineapple pizza, I think, is when Tommy's around. So, Tommy's a frequent enjoyer of the pineapple pizza.
Yeah, but last time I checked, like, Tommy doesn't have a valid opinion on anything.
I don't think he has an opinion on anything. It's
He's
mostly
he's the neutral
care.
face guy just walking around.
man underscore shrugging. Colon.
All right.
Straight line. Whatever it's called.
Now traveling to Busan.
I don't know. We're going to Busan. There's another match to play of this. Bring it back a little bit here, I suppose. What do you think you're going to see here? A brawl on brawl? I mean, I don't think we're going to see brawl from the Jericho Jackalopes today. I think we're going to see a hard spam with a ball on this map. I've been doing a lot of VOD review of these guys. Oh!
Ready.
Oh no! And Rincewind back on the monkey. That's not going to work out here very well.
No, it might.
There's a chance. Doctor Strange has seen all the possibilities.
Very well.
Rincewind has got a primal rage once.
Cheers, love. The cavalry's
One.
here.
Round one.
If you don't play Sombra, I will play Ball. That's a trade offer if I've ever heard one. But walking forward here is going to be the Stockholm and Jericho Jackalope, but Jackalopes just take that. I bet the Pachina first coming up really fast. They're taking that drum control right now with a brawl composition, but just the Stockholm kind of sitting on point right now. Rincewind tactically feeding his Ana ult charge, a genius maneuver. Look at that, 20% to Nano already. Exactly how you want to play this composition, basically. Try to stay alive. Oh, but a big anti in the back line on a slide and transpike by
He hit
Real
his head
Dog.
on the ceiling.
But North Logic lose out on that mech very quickly, and the point presence for the brawl is just simply too strong.
He hit his head again. Is that intentional or is that an accident?
I do not know.
You never know with Rincewind.
Muffin Lumps gets traded out here, but 2 picks quite early in favor of the Jericho Jackalopes, and they have Molten Core already, so that was a very fast build. But Traincy with a nice percentage of their ultimate. Are they going to lose out on a mech from Rustigu? But Rustigu falls down to 1 HP on the mech, but gets out with it. They do force Immortality out, though, so they can engage pretty early here.
All better.
Again, what does the Torbjorn do here? With the Tracer, like...
Go. I keep you.
Okay, that's what the Tracer does.
The Nano comes in as well. Oh, that's what the Torbjorn does. It's just
Oh my. Riddle Dog, get away.
Oh, no.
On the drum.
Doing his thing. Rincewind tactically dodging the drum because he knew Rustigu would drop down. An absolute 5-head maneuver from this main tank extraordinaire. Built completely against regulation is Rincewind. No normalcy to be found in this guy's build structure, and he just jumps in again. No fear. All right, a question for you here, Corey. They're saying chicken on pizza. What do you feel about that? What's your opinion on that one?
Always leave yourself a back.
I don't mind it. I don't really go for it though. I prefer other meats over chicken.
Molten Core is in, but they can't fall up on the EMP because that Molten Core. The Solo Shatter Rincewind. Rincewind does go down, but they trade for Transmit and Tracy. Both DPS are down because of the bump up. Rusty Goomba gets nothing but a brick shield. And yeah, a nicely placed Molten Core from Fedora Master stops that engage on Tracy's EMP. So
I don't know how you are supposed to play against that. If the other team has Rally and Molten Core on the ground below you, you just kind of lose. You want to lose as fast as possible there.
No, how about you EMP and Shatter? How about that? Does that work out?
Yeah.
I mean,
If
they
you
did
added the
lose.
bomb to it might work.
They did lose very quickly, so they followed your strategy, but added a few extra steps in between. Instructions were unclear.
Window. There we go.
Rincewind hops in, but here comes the bomb.
All systems.
Gets nothing but
Rusty
a
Goomba face tanks it.
that fat anti-nade on the backline on the tanks, and I mean, Rincewind is just absolutely chatting out with his Primal Rage, beating them around with his bare fists. Can't really get. Oh, he just jumps out of some bubble. Well, oh my! The Nano comes in just in time for Real Dog, though, and here comes Transflict with that tactical visor. Rincewind, no fear, goes right down on that soldier, takes him down. Look at this god among men, just pushing forward.
He keeps going in.
This is why I get him on the Winston instead of Reinhardt. He's just pelting in the damage. He's asserting main tank dominance on this Winston right now, and they're rallying from potatoes with 6% remaining.
That'll be the nail in the coffin. Transflict touch.
Transflict does touch.
EMP.
Go! Yemeister Shatter!
That should
Do
be
it.
better.
Do it now.
Yemeister, come on! Yeah! MTD, Rincewind on the ground, put on his back, dominated.
0-1.
All right, so yeah, you know how we said that Winston wasn't going to work out that well, Corey? We were proven wrong by just the absolute mechanical god that is Rincewind Overwatch. Season 2 champion, Season 2 MVP runner-up, Season 3 team disbander.
I said chicken on pizza is good, but I don't go for it as my main choice. You know,
5, 4,
Yeah.
if you make a pizza correctly, you don't need to put
1.
chicken on it.
If you make a pizza correctly, you don't have anything on it, but no pizza, left beef. Yeah, that's all you'll have on your pizza. Baby, what's your main thing on pizza? I think that's just you, Corey. I don't think I'm Wintermouse Baby, but I could be wrong. I could make assumptions
my
that
main
aren't
thing on
correct.
pizza, I mean, depends on who's making it or where I'm getting it from, but either pepperoni or sausage. Or both.
Also, a fat Anthony that Rincewind jumps in on instantly gets demolished because there's no other follow-up. They need to follow up this guy, this king among men, this dominant force on the main tank that is Rincewind. They need to follow him up and help him out.
I'd say sausage most of the time because it's hard to screw up sausage.
I've had some messed up sausage pizzas in the past. Just a
Talking
little
like
too
frozen
greasy.
pizza or like
Nah, like actual pizza.
actual pizza? Oh,
Yeah. Been kind of messed up in a couple times for me.
it's kind of messed up, man.
Yeah. They claim the high ground here, and Ferruto's forced to recall early, getting tracked there by Rusty Goomba.
Have
Gets
I
slipped
tried
across
deep
the
dish
map.
pizza? Yeah, I had it when I was in Chicago last time.
You're covered.
Oh, Corey, you have been left by your e-girl, I think. They're making you sleep in a call alone tonight.
Have you sleep alone and call after that? Okay.
The
fine.
Shadowrunner wins when they stop the dominant force in his track, but he stays alive just through pure energy, refuses to fall. And Fedora Master with a nice molten core on the point to clean up the final staggers here. And he's still a bit towards the first EMP though, so it could be a turner. 54%. You're getting close to the end of the map here. And now, what's your gas station order? That's a very good question. Depends.
My gas station orders, I don't buy anything from the gas station that's food.
Trip Burgers kind of slap though.
That's my gas station order. My gas station order, you can get this full tank of gas.
What's your gas station order? Petrol, petroleum, normal,
Petrol.
89 lead. Now Rincewind, probably in front of a window.
Eat my
Refuses
situation
to
on Road
collaborate.
Dog.
Taking the objective. A little help would be appreciated.
So this is
Run away.
messy right now. This is messy right now. But they have the EMP, so Train's just sprinting in out of nowhere at the bottom of my screen. Look for a big EMP. Look to use it, but they're not going to. Instead, they're going to hold onto it, and they beat.
Time to wait, my PCM. All systems checked out.
I don't know what's happened. They beat down too, man. I don't. Rusty Goop is getting staggered out to oblivion at this point. So it's Muffin Lumps. It's even out 54%.
You see, this map series played 3 non-brawl maps and 2 brawl maps. And the team that only runs a brawl lost the non-brawl maps. So,
And I think they probably would have lost Volskaya too if Rincewind wasn't just, sent to playtime, would take his lunch money away. What? Rincewind just so
Wait.
far behind him that they retreat back into him. What a genius! The Shatter finds nothing but the bubble.
oh my god, he's just getting these ults out.
See you over there.
See, you think he's playing stupidly, but he's actually just so much higher IQ than all of us combined.
I'm broken at this point.
Rusting
I don't know
Goomba.
what's happening.
Baby
Loses
Diva.
that mech, taken down.
Meister from downtown, holy!
Oh no! The attack feels not in time, not the right spot. The transflect with the visor.
EMP,
Tracy, please
EMP.
use EMP. Oh, there it is. It's a 3-man, but it's not gonna be enough.
Awooga. Ball?
Rusty Goomba ball. Awooga. Big slam.
Rincewind jumping
Unfortunate.
in. Ooh.
Rincewind stopping the
He's
contestant.
boosting Meister to the points.
He wants more stats. He's stat padding. We gotta report this man immediately. In my league,
For the
he's-
bomb muffin lumps. Wait. They missed.
Victory.
All right, a 3-2 victory for the Stockholm Syndromes. What a match! I mean, that's
Play of the game.
what a match. It's really all I can say about that one.
It's that video about New York pizza and you want it so bad. I think you just see a lot of videos about New York in general and you want it, so that's my opinion.
Portillo's hot dog. It's kind of what I want.
Just doing my
Shake
part.
Shack burger.
Portillo's hot dog. Shake Shack burger. We have to give an MVP of this game, by the way. There's somebody who is deserving. We'll start with you, Colorcaster. What do you got on deck?
On deck.
Yeah, who you think was the best player in this series for the Stockholm Syndromes?
Honestly, potatoes.
I agree with that. Potato's pretty solid today.
He's not exactly the most flashy player, but does his job. you don't really notice it because, the heroes he plays, it's kind of under the radar. You only notice it if it goes wrong, I should say, or if you're playing poorly. But I think overall, I think he was in every map. Uh, Played like Moira, Ana, Bap, Brig, Lucio. I think he played like everything. So I would give it to Fedora, but like, nah, never.
Your love for Fedora is showing. But I'm fine with giving it to Potatoes. We'll bring him in here for a quick interview. Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Good. Our MVP of the match. So congratulations on the victory and the MVP. How does it feel to get that first win on the season for the
It
Stockholm
definitely feels
Syndromes?
good. It definitely feels good. We got a little scrimming in this week, and definitely kind of worked on our comms, and I think it worked out a lot better this one. So it feels good.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you guys seen a little more practice than your shenanigans against the. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Neither of these teams looked practice on anything. It's basically a 6v6 death match from what it
Yeah,
seemed at the
yeah. I
time.
mean, it was definitely chaotic, but we had a lot of good comms. Like I said, Fedora was doing great with that, and so I think we kind of worked much better as a team the whole time.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Mhm.
Corey, why don't you go ahead and ask a question?
The question or a question?
I said a question.
Okay.
I refer to that one as El Clasico.
What was your favorite hero you played tonight?
You were playing Mystery Heroes, it seems.
Yeah, I played a lot of heroes, but I'd say Baptiste was my favorite because I'm learning him right now, and so I've definitely enjoyed playing with a well orchestrated team instead of playing
Yes,
a quick play. So it was nice.
a new Baptiste convert. We love to see it.
All right. You know what, Corey? I asked two questions, so I'll let you take El Clasico today.
All right. If you could give MVP to one other person on your team, who would it be?
I would say I would give it to honestly, it's hard to choose because I'm going through everybody right now. But I'd say Riddle was really good as the other support with me. Like it was very consistent where I always could count on him. And especially we could do some shenanigans where we split up and look for clues. But I wasn't too worried about him healing there. So
I agree. And I think it's a bit taken for granted when you have a good support player or just someone that synergizes well with you. You
yeah,
kind of only notice it when they're missing.
yeah, you only
And
notice
so,
it really like if you're the other support playing without it, and then you're like,
right.
yes, I need this. This feels
Yeah.
much
You're
better.
like, oh, they did some things that I kind of miss.
Hmm.
But yeah, I
Yeah,
Exactly.
agree.
like you and Goku, right, Corey?
Yeah. Yeah. Just like us, huh?
All right. Well, again, congratulations on the win there, Potatoes. We'll send it back to your squad to celebrate, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
All right, Corey. Our cooking discussion with a slight pinch of Overwatch is finally concluded. A 3-2 victory for Stockholm. Um, we do have another match tomorrow. It's going to be the Singapore Seekers up against the USSR Unicorns, the Purple Jesus versus Mikey and Roar SmackDown Extravaganza. You're not going to want to miss that. Stay tuned for that. So, yeah, for Corey, I've been your Playmaster Booney. Shout out to Paige for the production. And, yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great rest of your evening, guys.